So I'm going along with these people. Like, yeah. I rolled crap. I can't even re-roll. I rolled crap already. So this is Guido. I have given you delicious gummy bears.
I think you tried that last time. It didn't work.
I think you're still gonna die.
Damn it, no. Okay, whatever. So I am apparently an oblivious idiot and have no inclination of anything creepy or weird about these people whatsoever. So I'm just like,
Yeah. That's that was pretty much where we left off.
I see this going well.
I do need to ask one question.
okay.
So Hank and Jay,
Mm-hmm.
are you trying to stay stealthy as you follow? Well, are you following? And if so, are you trying to stay stealthy, or are you trying to be seen? What's your plan?
I think Hank and we were gonna be seen, but then we decided just to play it cool for right now and trail him, right?
Basically, just cover him from a distance. Like, if stuff's, if it pops off, we'll go loud. But as it stands right now, we're gonna see how this plays out because this is weird, but not dangerous. It's just we're at DEFCON weird.
Right. So stealth is more your.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the we're screwed meter is kind of at about a 5, so when it hits about 10, we'll crank it up.
That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Just saying.
When do I see the giant flesh castle? Because that'd probably switch us into a higher level of alertness of weird.
It is not here.
11. Yeah.
It is not here. If it was, there would be no saving you.
But yeah. And I did privately request that as a personal favor to someone who couldn't deal with it.
No, after doing some research, I decided it makes more sense in lore that something else would be happening. So we'll.
Whatever is about to happen is now worse, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, well, I'm just going along with the flow because I'm an idiot.
So,
I just want to make this clear to our viewers really quick. The guy who's from the Yakuza, who has the most street smarts and the most experience in dangerous situations, is an oblivious moron right now.
Yes. The farmer and the doctor who doesn't ever go outside are doing all the stealth.
Yep.
So, normally, what I would do at this point is ask for a stealth roll from the two people that are following stealthily behind. I'm not going to.
You're going to let this play out, huh?
Oh.
Because I really don't want you guys to have the off chance of being seen. Because if you do, that is pretty much going to be the end. I'm just going to say that.
Okay, goes from bad to worse, got it.
Right, so I'm not going to require a stealth roll. You're just being stealthy.
Congratulations.
I feel silent.
Yes. You take a step and you don't hear yourself in a weird job for a second. Like, by the way, hi Tech, hi Brenny, hi Lurker. Vote now to see if I should die.
The people in togas are escorting you. As you're walking, they are continuing to gently push on you. It's more of a caress, really, as opposed to a push.
Which normally I'd find very creepy, but actually I'm totally okay with this.
Yeah.
For some reason. No, legitimately, though, what I'm going to be doing is I'm not resisting in the strictest sense of the words, but I am not letting them completely push me. In fact, actually, one thing I'll do, which is very in character, I will make an effort to basically like, okay, presume I'm going this way, right? This is the direction they're pushing me. I'm just going to kind of like do this in the angle of how I'm moving and see how they react. Very, very gradually, like just kind of tilt to the left a little bit, every 10 feet, see if they even notice.
Okay.
Or right, whichever is more applicable. I guess right, based on my mental image of the place, because left would be the cliff.
Yeah, the cliff is slowly receding down into the ground, but you are also walking away from it to some extent. Yeah. So you're leaning or trying to walk in that direction.
Okay. Every 30 steps, I take a step a little bit more to the left and then keep going along in the new line I've crafted.
Okay.
And then every another 30 steps, a very, very gradual shift.
Gotcha.
That most people, even non-cultists, which I don't know about, but even most normal people would probably not even notice until we got like way off track.
So you're drifting the apex, is what you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good play. Okay.
Yeah. After about 30 paces of the take a step, so 30 of those, they start more insistently pushing you in basically the other direction.
Okay.
It's but they're not forcible about it.
Yeah. I gotta admit, this is really hard for me to roleplay.
That's okay.
I gotta think about someone who is very good at knowing people and very good at working with them, but has no idea that there's anything untoward going on. It's a really weird sliver of role playing I'm trying to reach here. Okay, so I've tested them. They have noticed, so they are paying some degree of attention. It took them a bit to get there, though. From the gist of it, were they just humoring me, or did they not notice until a ways down?
So by the time you had taken that last step, I'll say, it was becoming more noticeable that you were going more in the northwesterly direction as opposed to west. So they're just gently directing you back more to that westerly direction.
Okay, that makes a degree of sense. So basically, they didn't actually notice. It was only like oh. So thank you very, very much, Brakeman, as ever. I'm probably gonna get a few of those over the weekend. New month's just started.
Oh wow.
Okay. I'm thinking what is the terrain I am currently moving through?
That's actually a good question. Double check here. I had mentioned that it was kind of scrub grass. The scrub grass has receded into more of a green farmland.
Oh, hi.
Well, there's no actual. It's more of a grass.
So very short is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. But in the distance, you can see that there is another forest that is mostly like pine trees and whatnot. So and that is what you are approaching.
Okay. I would like it to be known I am in character, regardless of my dice rolls. I am very alert right now. So the moment a roll to see something should happen, I would be rolling it because what's going through my character's head right now is okay. This is some kind of new civilization. We can't quite communicate. I don't know their cultures because I'm an idiot. So what I'm seeing is a local community. I wanted to know as much about them as I can because this is a very dangerous situation. I don't suspect evil cultists with weird crap. I suspect people who are trying to get more slaves or more food. That's what's going through my head.
Okay.
So I am legitimately on edge and paying attention as carefully as I can to like if I start seeing a fortress in the distance, for example, or like some kind of palisade or something, that's going to make me like a little bit more.
Okay. Sure.
And I'm going to be paying attention to my terrain a lot because I would love a situation where I could try to slip out and not get immediately killed to death
Okay.
if I need to. I also want to go with these people because I don't realize they're evil, horrible people, and I'm trying to connect with the only civilized populace we've encountered so far.
One thing that you do notice as you are crossing, I'm going to call it a field.
Yeah.
It goes from the green grass into a bit of a ditch.
Okay.
And then you start crossing what looks like a large swath of broken concrete.
Okay. Do either of my comrades have any ideas right now?
So
I mean, I've got ideas, but
so as we're moving, there's one person that's pushing John.
It's not always the same person.
It's a different. Okay, so just as the circle encompasses him as it's necessary, a different person may move, or they're rotating around him, the different person moving him, or is it just like a big hamster ball of people pushing him?
So it's basically people that are encircling him.
Okay.
But it's not necessarily the same person that is always gently.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because my thought is I want to, as we're watching this happen in the movement, I want to see if any of the other people disengage like visually and look in another direction, like look to another group or looking for where they're going, or any sort of like, we just encountered a bunch of vine snakes that were huge on our path to get here. Are they concerned about predators? Does that strike me as odd that if they're not? You know, what's their level of awareness for their surroundings? Like, are they focused or oblivious?
So you can see as they're circling Jonathan, they are often looking out into the distance, but they're really not paying attention to where they came from.
Okay.
It's more where they're going and what could be encroaching from the sides, but they're not so much worried about where they came from.
Okay. And also, while we're moving and following along at a distance, I want to run the quick math in my head. Can we take them as they appear at this point in time?
I should actually mention I should have done that like forever ago. I have been automatically assuming the answer is no, but I should ask that.
So
I will also run the math.
Well, you don't see any weapons, but there are, what did I say, 6 of them and 3 of you.
Oh, we totally got that. Let's kill him. All right, I immediately attack the guy right next to me for no in-character reason that I could justify.
Really?
At this point, I mean, okay, no. In character, I am on edge, but I need to reach out to these people who I don't know are cultists. Damn it. Like, I mean, I've played Fallout. I know where this is going. There are civilizations. Not everyone's a ghoul. I just happen to encounter the ghouls first for some reason.
I'm just waiting for the fire ants to come over the hills. That's what I'm worried about.
If that happens, I'm splitting the hell out of this setting. Jumping into space. Okay.
I did not put any fire-breathing fire ants into this, so...
Notice he specifies fire breathing.
Yeah.
So when we see the acid spitting fire ants and the laser-eyed fire ants, we will know why.
And the flying fire ants.
Oh God!
Yeah, that's the end game.
And then we're dead. Okay, so we would have a hard time taking these people down, which is what I've been assuming this whole time.
And I don't know what your hit points are at this moment, but I remember.
I'm at half health right now.
So something to keep in mind.
I mean, it's better ghost down swinging, am I right? No, okay.
They look at you oddly.
Who's he talking to?
He's just a little too crazy for this group.
Meanwhile, we're waiting. He hasn't said ham sandwich yet, so we're really not worried.
Yeah, no, I'm waiting for the moment.
So I've got a question. Does this look like based on their features, a group of people who are very localized, or a bunch of different
that's
types of people who have come together?
They have uniform.
I mean, they got the togas, but I think he meant like Asian, Latino.
Well, that, I mean, also like, it's normally very easy to tell if they're all in the same family, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. Similarities.
Yeah. So they are obviously not a family unit.
Okay.
They're culty.
Totally different.
There are individuals with more Asian features, a couple of people with darker skin. 3 of them have limps.
So they're injured. Or presumably they're injured.
Mutated or deformed or whatever.
But you can't see their legs through the togas.
Right.
Or if they're the slowest, we should shoot them first and then the herd.
I was actually thinking the same thing, weirdly enough. Not that I'm thinking of this tactically. No, legitimately, in character, my character is thinking of this tactically at all times, for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Well, I'll kind of whisper to Hank, okay, so probably a group of very diverse people, but probably low tech. They don't seem to be able to treat if the togas to give.
See any weapons, and they're not making any aggressive moves. So, while this is weird, this doesn't seem to be. This seems to be a different flavor of weird than what we've been experiencing since we woke up.
This is true.
Right. If I had to guess, probably someone who's carried traditions down for a long time, because otherwise, why would you normally? Probably they saw it on some magazine somewhere, and that's probably what we need to wear.
Okay, so if we're going to fit in, we'll need to get camouflage togas.
Camouflage togas.
Well,
togas of some sort, I suppose. I don't know. I'm not really up to wearing a toga.
Yeah, what's the ghillie suit version of a toga?
A solid ghillie suit.
I think that would be a snowsuit.
Perfect. We should get one of those.
It's strips of toga, woven into the.
I noticed that Jonathan doesn't look very comfortable. I don't think he's used to being in a large group of people.
Yeah, he doesn't strike me as much of a people person.
No, he's probably very nervous.
It
probably harkens back to his, frat days or something like that.
Sure. A bad, beer bong gone wrong.
Yeah, it's probably like, this is the initiation all over again.
We've all been there.
Yeah. Well, some of us have. I personally had nothing to do.
I don't want to interrupt this lovely Abbott and Costello thing you got going on, but I just got to share for my stream viewers who are probably wondering why I'm playing the most peaceful, nice music I can. It's because my character doesn't know what's going on, so it's just like That's the general impression I'm going with here.
Just laughing and skipping through fields of daisies.
I mean, I am on edge, but I'm not in a. This is a deadly, dangerous thing. Well, speaking of which, can I ask you a question, Guido?
Yeah.
You asked me, or you stated to me, sorry, that you had no idea that this would end up in a diplomatic encounter. What were you envisioning?
Chaos. Always chaos.
Slightly more specifically than that, preferably.
So I'm not sure what the context was that led up to that statement. You'll have to remind me.
I went along with the cultists, and you said you had no idea how to deal with that because you weren't expecting that at all.
I wasn't expecting you to go with the cultists. No.
Yes,
I
but what were you expecting is my question.
Honestly, I was expecting either combat or run away.
Armbar into a tactical takedown, followed by a clothesline, leg sweep to a.
This is specifically what I was expecting here.
Yeah.
This
Something out of John Wick, really.
Okay.
So it can't be very far. I mean, they can't have gone far.
I mean, yeah,
with three of them with a
this is
limp.
taking a long time to get here. I'm getting kind of weirded out, honestly.
So I'm gonna fast forward us a little bit here.
Okay.
5 days later.
It's not that
2
long.
years
I've been
past.
crawling through this grassland for 5 straight days.
You guys are exhausted.
Remember, you were exhausted last time we played.
I don't want to do this anymore. I just want to sleep.
If you abandoned me, I understand. I just want you to know. No hard
Okay,
feelings.
we leave.
Okay. Once I hear them leave, I freak out and kill myself. Okay, so
you cross over the broken concrete and you approach the forest on the other side. Several minutes in, you can see that the trees are thinning out into what appears to be a grove of very different trees. In the moonlight,
these are sycamores. Sorry.
in the moonlight, it's hard to tell, but they definitely have a different color to them, and they don't have bark like the rest of the trees in the area. As you're approaching, since you had stated that you were on edge, I'm not going to make you roll for this. You hear very soft voices, many voices, whispering. Everything is fine.
I immediately run the other way. No, okay. It sounds like they're coming from the trees, doesn't it?
As you approach the grove, yes, it is noticeable that is where it is coming from.
Now, just to make sure I understand the tactical situation really quick here, I am approaching the grove. They're still back there in relatively safe land.
Yes.
Okay. How far away am I when I first start hearing this?
Probably no more than 50 feet away.
Well, 50 is plenty. I thought you were going to put me at like 5 feet away, so I'll accept 20 at this point, just not right next to them. Okay, so I'm not at the grove yet. I start hearing the whispers. Do I have enough mind power to understand that that's probably coming in my head and not in ear?
No, it is coming in your
ear. Okay, explain.
You hear it. It is not in your head.
So I can hear something from 50 feet away, which is whispering to me, which to me means that I'm hearing a lot, right?
There are a lot of voices.
To carry
yes.
that far. Yeah. So, okay. That changes things a bit. I am going to stop dead in my tracks.
Okay.
New character.
No, I mean, I'm going to just stutter for a moment. Now, I'd like to, if I have to roll for doing this, I will, but I'm going to make it look like I stumbled.
Okay.
In other words, this isn't a, whoa, this is more of a, oh, whoops, give myself a moment, right?
Okay.
Oh, God. And I reach down and I grab my leg like, God. And while I'm doing this, I'm going to just, in the middle of my tirade, I'm just going to toss out ham sandwich. Like, stupid ham sandwich, said a friggin' ow.
He said the code word.
Ow. What is the
What did it mean again?
Before we get
that means he's in trouble.
before we get to this.
Or he's hungry. I don't remember.
I'm very tired. I've been traveling for 5 days.
Let me just see if he says it
ham
again. Oh,
Grass.
no. Okay, well, you do something.
Wait, hang on. What do the guys do, like, to my immediate action first?
One of the individuals with a limp is going to gently come over and hold you by the shoulders as if comforting you.
Okay.
And say, "Worry not. The Tetrarch can help with injury."
Okay, I'm going to. Oh, wait, hang on. I'm sorry. They're speaking understandable English at this point?
Yes, that was understandable.
That's creepy. Okay, my creep meter has officially gone through the roof. So, Guido, I have to ask you a setting question. How much did mind controlling cults exist in the world we came from? Like, you know what I mean, right? Like legit brainwashing. I don't mean magical. I mean just the crap people do, right?
Well, okay. That's actually a pretty good question. From the world that you came from, there was the nanotechnology and other technology that the government entity would use to pacify the people.
Okay, that's actually awesome because I would then assume my character knows about these things.
Oh yeah, it was well known. I mean,
Okay.
It wasn't spoken of because if
Yeah.
you did, then they would come and get you, and
Obviously,
Right.
And I know well enough to keep my mind shut. But okay, so that's perfect because that actually is what I was legit thinking. I'm like, okay, this is some kind of holdover of that, right? Some kind of leftover nanoprobe, some kind of leftover program thing. There's no crazy cultists. There's no crazy flesh ship. There's just some kind of. This is a situation that has stopped being a society that I want to interact with and has started being an antagonistic force. And so now I'm going to try and extricate myself from it as painlessly as I can. The new mentality here. That's why I went ahead and gave the ham sandwich code.
Okay.
So did we hear that?
That's a good question.
Um,
I did kind of slide it in there on purpose.
give me a perception, a notice roll.
Yeah, ham sandwich.
Hank
chef?
should be at a negative, if I'm being honest.
As exhausted as he is, probably a -1.
Yeah.
And this is which stat?
So wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay.
All right.
Okay, that's not encouraging. The guy who doesn't have a negative rolled a 4.
And I have a negative what?
1. Okay.
That's a 6. Okay. You're drifting off, dreaming about ham sandwiches when
You're pretty sure that he said something about his hamstring, and he's
He pulled a ham. He should have stretched before he walked.
Yep.
Something
Okay.
about steamed hams.
I will not do anything further for, well, okay. So I'm still there on the ground, kind of nursing my leg. That is completely fine. After, let's say, 12 seconds, I'm going to notice that nothing else is happening.
Yep.
And I'm going to start becoming afraid because now what I am thinking is that they have abandoned me.
Okay.
And they're just not there. So I'm gonna flip a coin in real life because I am at the point of legit fear. Oh jeez. And I'm gonna bolt.
Sidestep it and you're gone.
Yeah, I'm going to flip. I'm gonna get out. Because so now I'm gonna still try to do this intelligently because I've done this before. I've gotten out of hostile gangs before, right? So I know I'm on the ground, the guy's comforting me. I've got the advantage of the scenario, right? So what I want to do is like nail this guy's leg or something, just really quick. I'm not trying to hurt him. I'm trying to get him off his feet, and then I am trying to use the like my right leg here. I know you can't see me. And then just plunk and vault in an outwardly direction as quickly as I could, so that at least by the time they realize I am running, I am already outside of the circle. Make sense?
Okay.
Now I'm gonna die. Because I have been abandoned by the only people who I actually knew in this goddamn freaking place. Yeah, I'm freaking out internally.
So give me an unarmed combat roll.
Okay. Strength or dex?
Strength.
4.
Okay.
Yeah, my dice have been consistently terrible for those of you who have been following this campaign. It's been so consistently terrible, I've been debating redesigning my character internally to being an idiot. Because he has been failing at everything. I have been Guidoing it up.
All right. Give me an
No offense.
athletics. No, it's funny. It's funny. Give me an athletics roll. Dexterity to try and get out of the circle.
7.
Okay.
Starting to feel like Javan here. Actually, no, I should start calling that Javaning, because Javan is the one who just has consistently terrible all the time dice. Javan, if you're watching this on Guido's channel, shoutouts. Also, you should totally watch this on Guido's channel.
I don't know why that just rolled on yours, but whatever.
I don't know.
Let me redo that.
I'm not seeing this.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Not the role you're looking.
Yeah. Hold on.
Next time it'll roll a crit.
Yeah.
They crit you and you die instantly. Okay, good. That's a good game, guys. Good game.
A friendly handshake turns into a critical hit.
There it is. Now it's under.
Okay.
That was weird that it was directed at me. I don't know what that was.
Give me a luck save.
Okay.
Also,
Fail.
oh, jeez. Okay.
Mega fail. I am. That makes sense. I have been super unlucky.
Okay.
That is a consistent thing.
So,
Viewers at home, what should I reroll?
so you smack the guy that was comforting you, and bolt for the edge of the circle, and
break your wrist.
no. The guy that was comforting you basically still has enough of a grip to like grab onto your shoulder, but the far shoulder, which gives you a little bit of a spin, right?
Okay.
As you're running, you collide with 2 of the cultists and continue running, but the cultists themselves have converged and basically dogpile you.
Okay. Now, at this moment, I am 100% convinced that my allies are gone, that they are not even there. So
What
I'm not
if-
actually screaming out for help or anything, because there's no one to scream to.
What have we seen so
You
far?
saw all of that.
We saw all that.
Yes.
Okay, going loud.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
What I see, like, okay, he's moving. Well, that doesn't look right. Should we? Yeah, we should probably do something.
Is he running towards us in our direction?
Has he noticed us yet?
No, I'm currently being dogpiled by a bunch of people who are apparently being mind controlled by some DNA beam thing. I don't even know the details. I just know there's something weird going on.
He was basically took a hard left, so he was 90 degrees. So he's not running towards you guys.
Nope, because you're not there.
Sideline.
Yep.
All right.
Okay. And then was dogpiled.
Yep.
Okay.
All
So
right.
how far away
Hey,
are
cover
we?
me.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Let's start
Cover.
running at them. Just burst out and start running at them. Intent on hopefully trying to catch one at least a little bit off guard
Okay.
to clock him in the head.
Okay.
Charge attack, I guess.
Yeah.
mean, your shooting prowess so far hasn't been super hot.
No, it's not. That's why I'm not doing that. Especially when he's right next to all of them.
This will be like, I'm shot to death by Jay as a big dog.
Captain, help me.
Oh, ow, ow. Cruel, sir.
So you're just trying to tackle someone, or
No, basically, he's going to go forward and just try and get like an elbow up on them and push them off of John so he can get up and get to his full fighting prowess.
okay. So you're going for the dog pile. Okay. Give me a athletics strength.
All right. This is some stat I'm really good at. Yeah,
Three.
especially today.
He trips over his own feet and dies.
Give me a physical save.
All right.
He trips over his other foot.
Another one. Hey, that's my highest save. That means good, right?
Oh,
Oh,
my
wow.
Oh, I
god.
save.
I won. Jesus.
Wow. Better be lucky than good.
Okay.
Recovery backflip. I meant to do that.
Yes. Pulled a Batman.
So here's what I'm picturing. You're running up on the dog pile, and you don't see the root that was sticking out of the ground, and you hit that thing full speed and dive right over the dog pile.
Okay. All right. Circus Soleil style.
Yep.
Yes.
And now you're on the dog pile, and everyone else just thinks you're an additional.
No. He dove over the
I
dog
know,
pile,
I
but
know.
yeah.
That would be funny though.
Wait, I'm just
Joining
building
the
up
party.
momentum. I'll come back around for another pass.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the end of my turn.
Obviously, shooting into the mass is probably a bad idea since I don't know what the penetration.
Shoot! Shoot! No, I'm still unaware of all this because I'm dogpiled.
Yep.
Actually, Guido, if I could ask a weird favor,
What's that?
I'm really weird. I'd like to have a negative to my rolls until I realize that they're there, and then I'd like a positive to my rolls temporarily.
Like a morale negative?
Exactly. Because
Okay.
right now I am at my worst. I am terrified. I am surrounded by people who I don't know what they're doing, and they're probably mind controlled in some way or another. And I've been abandoned by the only people I thought I could trust. I am freaked out. When
Okay.
I discover they're there, which I haven't yet, I want to be like, oh, thank
So
God.
Here's what I'll do. For strength-based rolls,
Hmm.
I'm going to give you a +1 for adrenaline.
Okay.
Everything else you'll be at a negative.
Okay.
That make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right.
There's still going to be an oh my God moment. It'll just be vocal.
Um,
You're still here.
Hank?
Thought you left.
Well, let's
Oh, I guess I can switch playlists here.
join the fray. I'm assuming I saw Jay find the route, so I'll know that at least that one's there.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna bolt up, and so they're all laying prone in a pile, right?
Basically.
Oh no, there's like 3 who aren't on
Basically.
me, aren't there?
Yeah.
Like you said, the 3 converged on me, and so the other 3 are over there.
So you basically tackled 2 as you left the circle. There was one, the one that was doing the comforting.
Hmm.
The other 3 chased and tackled.
Okay, yeah.
So would any of them be rated as technically prone? I don't know if the system has a prone functionality.
Question. Coup de grace, coup de grace, coup de grace.
Well, I'm not gonna like just stab randomly, but I want to see if I can like strike to incapacitate one as I'm coming in.
So the 2 that were bowled over are in the process of trying to get up. The 3 that are holding Jonathan down would technically be prone because they're
occupied.
They're occupied and they're holding him down.
Okay. So basically, if they don't know I'm there, I'm gonna run up and see if I can just take the first one and tag him in the head and see if I can knock him senseless
With what?
and disoriented. The hilt of the combat knife. I'm not trying to kill somebody. I'm just trying to like incapacitate them.
Okay.
So basically just like butt striking it with the hilt of the knife without
Okay.
the pointy part.
Right.
I'll save that for later when I can figure out their intent.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a basic melee.
Okay. So not with the knife. Oh, because the knife would be bladed, right?
Well, so basically what you're doing is the improvised weapon.
Got it. Okay. All right. So okay, I'm either blind or there isn't a basic. Oh wait, no, there it is. No, basic melee.
Yep.
All right. AC
9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That checks out.
So
Swing and a miss.
so you hit him, but it doesn't knock him out.
Okay.
And I guess that's going to take us into actual.
All right.
Of course, I roll a 3. That actually makes a lot of sense. Jay is like, I got this. Jay is ready.
All that adrenaline.
Yep.
I mean, I gotta be honest. If I was you right now, please don't do this. But if I was you right now, I'd waste my next turn going, huh? What just happened? Oh, I'm over them now. Oh, okay. Next turn. All right, I'm ready to do stuff, guys.
Okay. Jay and Hank, go ahead and roll for me again.
Okay.
Okay.
Dream Whisper, while he's settling this up, this is what we usually refer to as pen and paper, or P&P. If you've ever heard of something called Dungeons and Dragons, that's very similar to what we're doing, although we are not actually playing Dungeons and Dragons because that's a whole separate rule set. It is a role-playing game where I am playing a guy who's about to die. And
it's a character class.
It is a character class. I'm highly specialized in it. Third over there is playing Jay Reddy, insane scientist. And Cadiz there is playing Hank Havoc Gunderson, who is a farmer.
Insane farmer.
Insane farmer. Well, I mean, he's good at mechanic too, and programming and stuff. So he's awesome. I'm the thug.
The insane thug.
The insane thug. Well, I mean, apparently, given this setting.
So we're going to start with Mr. Reddy.
All right.
That's a lot of initiatives.
No,
all of them are above me.
I'll just play that and hope that they don't see. No.
Oh God, no! I knew it. I knew.
No. I'll get back up after doing that diving. Don't mess with me leap over the pile.
It was very impressive.
It was.
I think that Hank should have a +1 morale bonus.
They all release their hands to applaud.
Yep.
No.
Yep.
No. This time. Yeah, this time I'm just going for the leave him alone hit to the face. You know.
To one of the
cultists. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, one of the toga wearers. I mean.
Well, right, but one of the ones that is currently in the dog pile.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grabbing him was like, "All right, leave him alone. He obviously doesn't want to go."
Yes, reason with them.
Yeah.
I guess that's just fisticuffs. Yeah.
Basic melee.
All right. Oh, so I've got a question.
Yep.
About basic melee stuff. So I was trying to calculate all my stuff out using the book and stuff, and it says for Unarmed stuff, you use your strength or dex. I'm not sure how you normally do it. I just need to know what to check for that. My dex is better than my strength, so if it's an option, I'd choose that. But I don't know if that's like a special rule or what.
Looks like the basic melee already takes it into account.
Okay, I'll try it then. AC target is 9, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Nice.
there you go.
All right.
Oof.
He explodes into smaller versions of himself.
He's already dead.
Oh God, that's much worse.
This is not the Evil Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually thinking of It, or not It. Sorry, Thing. The Thing.
Ow,
Oh.
why'd you do that?
John Carpenter's The Thing. You know.
Yeah.
The one from Antarctica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The older one.
Yeah, where you go to give him CPR and you just kind of pass through.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly
All
what I was thinking.
bad.
That scene scarred the crap out of me.
It was
Scarred.
great.
I'll stay
I'm gonna
with you.
stress the way I'm saying that. The crap out of me.
It had some amazing special effects for the time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Revolutionary.
Yeah. No, that doesn't happen.
Ah.
Good. That is a positive outcome.
Yeah. Super just comes around the corner. The Thing?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we've gotten ourselves into here.
Go ahead and roll 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
That'll be your damage.
Oops. Oh, +1. That's 3.
3, right.
All right. Bonk. All right, now you get out of here.
So,
Little bit-
and I'm assuming you were smacking him in the face, right?
Yeah,
Okay. The skin slides.
Nope. That will not work.
Fascinating. Like it's loose.
Yeah.
Well, that makes my plan
All
a little
right.
bit different.
Good solid hit though.
Yes.
Hank.
So I don't see this happen, I'm assuming, since I'm engaged with what I'm doing.
You do not see the face, no.
Okay. So my thought was, while I was waiting for my turn, is this. Taking a run at the pile, and obviously one of them is going to be crouched down trying to get to John to collect him and stuff. So what I want to do is I want to run up and hook one of the arms with my, like, basically hook their left arm with my right arm and use my forward momentum to roll across their back and basically spin it like you would a
Wrestling move?
basically like you're taking a blanket and rolling yourself up in it. I'm going to take it and use that momentum to try and sling him off of John as I go over the pile.
Okay. It is going to be contested. So give me... Do you have a dex modifier?
I do.
Okay. Give me an athletics roll, a strength. Add your dex modifier. Okay. So you run up to the dog pile and one of the guys in the toga is trying to grab Jonathan's arms and pull them back behind his back, basically in the handcuff maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
And so you run up, do the hook maneuver, and roll across his own back and roll him off of Jonathan. And he has basically rolled into the other cultist that the Mr. Reddy hit, and is essentially at Mr. Reddy's feet.
Okay.
That's what I need. Okay. So Jonathan, I'm gonna need a strength roll from you.
Straight up strength.
Well, athletics. So.
Okay. I can do that. Boop. 11.
Wow.
Oh yeah, +1 actually because the adrenaline. I forgot
Yep.
about that. So 12.
Okay. So you're basically laying on your chest, and you've got your hands behind you, and someone is trying to clasp your hands together.
Oh, I know that maneuver.
You do. You are very familiar with this.
Yes, I am.
You are in such a panic that you basically so you're gonna break free.
Okay.
I will let you decide how you break free.
So 2 people are on me at the moment, correct? After everything just happened? Because one got rolled off by
No,
Hank?
there's only the one that is currently trying to handcuff you. Hank rolled one off of you, and Jay smacked another one.
Okay. I want my elbows to go into his gut. Like this, straight behind.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a term for that. I was sorry, I was trying to think of the name of the term because I've actually taken self-defense classes, really basic ones, but it's the you get the guy who's behind you thing, right?
Okay.
And then and then I want to grab his shoulders and fling him off me.
Okay.
Like forward, if you understand. I'm still on the ground. I'm going to remain on the ground at the end of this maneuver. But I want him I want to literally bodily grab and fling him off me. If you'll allow it. If you won't, I'll come up with something less fancy. Hey, Max.
Okay. So in order to do that, you're basically forcing yourself to face plant.
And I'm already face planting as is, aren't I?
Well, so you are not face planted. You are going to face plant in order to do that.
Okay. So I was already running the assumption I was face planted because I had 3 people on my back.
You were on your chest. But in order to make that maneuver, you're basically putting your face all the way down.
Done.
Okay.
Flung! Now, how much of his skin comes off as I'm flinging him?
Yeah, this is what I was worried about when I was rolling the guy over. Is like, am I going to rip his arm off? That's going to be not what I was looking for.
In character, I'm still unaware of all this, so I'm not taking that into my account here.
So you feel your fingers are wet,
Oh.
but
Okay.
you don't actually have anything in your hands.
Okay. That's less horrible. So fling.
Okay.
Still freaking out a little bit. I'm still in the faced ground, so I still haven't recognized that my comrades are here.
Yes, and it's not actually your turn yet. That was just a reaction. So
yeah. You seen RoboCop Max Time?
Oh. We hit them with a car and they just evaporate.
Yep.
So Jay, the guy that you hit is going to turn and try and tackle you.
Okay. Let's do it.
What's your AC again? 6?
Let's see. AC is. I know I've got it written somewhere. Yes, it's 6.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
So he lunges past you.
how does it feel?
Wait, good question. Does he Cirque du Soleil on his way past? Very important.
No.
Oh.
So, Hank, the guy that you threw is going to get up, and Jonathan, the guy that you threw, is going to get up.
Okay. Yeah, Rolf, man. I have to say this. So I'm playing WoW while I'm doing this. And I am attacking suspicious villagers who have had their minds corrupted and are screaming, "We're doomed! We're all doomed!" and gibbering
Sounds
insanely.
appropriate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life imitates art.
Yeah.
All right, so the other guy that you tackled in your escape is getting up. And it's going to come back to the guy that was comforting Jonathan.
He was a liar. He wasn't comforting me at all. He was trying to take my mind, or actually my flesh, from what I understand. But I don't know that.
No, he wasn't trying to take your flesh.
I roll to disbelieve.
He wants to take your pain.
Mm-hmm.
That might be true for certain definitions of the word. Trying to Borg it up, I'm sure. Oh. Whenever your GM says, bad sign. Someday I'm going to make a book. It's called The Bad Signs of Your GM. And it's just literally everything they could ever do.
Yeah.
Just different circumstances.
Questions like, what are your magical resistances?
Yes. How
Just
much HP do you have left?
Yeah.
If he shows up early, you know what's in for it.
Oh, yeah.
Does your character have any phobias?
I should explain really quick to some of my viewers. Playing WoW helps me concentrate. I know that sounds weird. And so I'm doing this to help keep, because I'm really, really tired today. I'm doing this to help keep myself awake. Focus.
Probably jumping constantly.
I'm trying really hard not to, because I don't want this on the mic. It is a habit. I'll admit it.
Almost better than fast travel.
So Matthias isn't going to be able to roll this.
Yay!
Also a bad sign.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, you just don't get a saving throw.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bust out the fat man.
Okay.
Hank, since you just did the roll maneuver, you wouldn't be able to.
Great.
Jay, go ahead and give me a perception, a notice roll.
Well,
Okay.
do not roll your usual.
Yeah, what's your insanity rating?
That's another good one.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Okay.
So the guy that was comforting Jonathan does this.
Oh, that's wonderful. Not that I see that in character.
So instant transmission?
I suppose the real question is, what is Jay going to do with that information?
Like it's
Jay
just
understand what that information
suddenly
is?
just like nothing.
Huh?
Describe it again to me if you don't mind.
He's doing the mind thing.
Yeah.
He's doing the Xavier thing.
Like, is there anything else that's happening aside from that?
Nope.
Okay.
Nobody's bleeding from the nose or ears?
Nope.
Right. No, that's worse. That's much.
All right.
Worse. Not that I know that.
Jay says, and he looks at the guy who just tried to clobber him and says, I think you have a genetic disorder here. If you want me to help you, I can. But stop hitting us. I don't think it's my turn though.
No.
No,
But
it's actually Lore. It does come to your turn,
does it take my entire round to get up?
depending on what you want to do.
Do you have a headache, sir?
You've just thrown someone over your back.
So fortunately, my comrades have been talking, which is great because that means I now can say, "Aha, they're here."
You're
Because
flipping people all over the place.
no, but I mean, like I can, like in my disheveled state, I wouldn't be able to tell you guys were here unless you started talking, which you have.
Mhm.
So I'm like, oh my god, you didn't abandon me. Like, don't. I thought you just left me here. I thought you just left me here. Oh my god, you guys are amazing. You guys are so amazing. Oh my god.
We know.
Yeah, I totally lose my cool. Gibbering. I'm pissing everywhere.
No, what?
I'm gonna go ahead and
Ooh, leave.
I was reminded of Prosy.
walk
You-
away.
You can have him.
No way, come back! I take it back. I was just marking my.
But the worst thing is, they don't want you anymore.
Everyone
No.
just leave.
It's okay. He was wearing his brown pants.
It's just
It's
awkward
okay,
for
yeah.
everybody and just walk away.
Nobody can tell.
Tomorrow.
Nobody can
Yeah,
tell.
tomorrow.
Okay, so no. Having now established my exultation at the fact that my comrades have not abandoned me, I want to get up into a ready for combat position. I actually assume that will take the entirety of my round.
Well,
Like if this was a real time thing, the intention would be to get up and then immediately swing, like carry the momentum, kind of a thing.
so there's two cultists that are right next to you. The one that Hank basically threw off of you. The one that Jay had hit, and then the one that you threw off of yourself.
Okay. And they're all up now. They all spent their action getting. So
No, none of them have, because it hasn't come back to their turn.
oh. Well then, there's only one thing to do. But again, I don't know how much of an action I can take after getting up, which is why I'm asking you.
Well, I prefer the within reason. So, what are you trying to do?
Okay, I've got it. I'm gonna stay on the ground. Okay. But I'm gonna roll over. So I'm up, facing up, right?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna have my robot arm here, my battering club. And then I'm gonna roll to the left while swinging as hard as I can onto the other guy who's lying next to me.
The guy that you threw off of you, or
Yeah. Or whoever's there. I actually thought it was Third's character,
yeah,
Jay's character.
oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Because I'm trying to get in a melee swing and accepting being prone to do so. Because at this point, is my thinking.
Okay.
Now, if I don't have access to my robot arm, that will change my strategy slightly.
Trying to remember if you still had the robot arm.
I mean, I don't remember losing it. I even checked my inventory, see if it was still there.
I couldn't remember if you had given it back to Hank or not. But
You tried to, and I said there's really no reason to. You should hold on to it.
okay, that makes more sense. So yeah, it would make sense that you had not stowed the arm, so it's essentially a readied weapon. So sure.
Okay, so that's going to be an attack swing, AC of 9. Actually, that should be a +1, but whatever. It hit.
Nice.
Bam! For flavor, can I hit him like somewhere where the flesh will go all over the place?
Messy.
It is very messy, yes.
You're hitting the one that Third had already hit.
Yes.
Okay.
The one that should be basically next to me.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Goody.
its head caves in.
Okay. I mean, not quite what I was going for, but I'll accept it.
Gets the point across.
Yeah, yeah. Whatever we got to do, we got to do. I mean, it was them or me, I think. Still not 100% on that.
Okay. So that's going to take us back to the top, and Jay.
All right. So it's obvious at this point that they are suffering from some sort of type of genetic disorder that has caused, weak skin, weak bone
They're
structure,
fine.
all that sort of stuff.
I mean, just kill them.
Brolic
Well,
syndrome.
no,
Brittle
I
bone
mean,
disease?
they got to be dead to do a dissection. So, all right. So I'll wheel around. The other guy's just sitting there, still holding his head, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't react to that.
All right. I have no idea what he's doing. It's probably just
Think
crazy.
a comm unit. God damn it. That's what I said. The comm unit. You know what those are?
I do, but you don't normally hold your head like this to do it. I don't think these guys are technologically advanced. Who's the
Me.
closest person next to me? It's not one of my allies.
So
That'd be
you,
the guy I flung.
yeah. So you've got the guy that that Hank pulled off, and the other guy that's like 5 feet in front of Jonathan.
Okay. The guy that Hank pulled off. These guys seem to be like just really vulnerable to physical damage. Like, all right. So I'm gonna go up to him and just try and grab him and knee him as hard as I can in center mass.
Okay.
Ugh. I'm
Okay.
thinking that if they're, they've got some sort of sword, that's literally just going to collapse in his stuff right there.
The Muay Thai stuff.
Yeah. I've seen this on TV. It'll work.
Go ahead and give me a basic melee.
Okay. 9. Oof.
Okay. So you catch him in the gut with your knee, but you can tell that it wasn't the blow that you were hoping for.
Okay.
Were you doing anything else?
I mean, what?
You should do an extensive medical examination of the tissue samples that are.
Yes, I say I've taken a tissue sample now. Hold on a second. Please wait 3 to 5 business days for processing.
There's a full laboratory right next to you.
Yes,
somehow.
just falls
It
out of his pocket.
happens to be. There's a puff of smoke as soon as it lands.
But no, I mean, I'm just trying to grapple with this guy, even though I don't do any damage, to try and keep him from moving around too much and striking at other people.
Okay, you're staying grappled.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hank.
All right. So is there anyone within grabbing distance? Because I threw the guy off and rolled over, which means I rolled over somebody.
So there's the guy that Jay just tried to knee, and the guy that Jonathan had thrown off of him.
Okay.
No one else is close enough.
So what's the orientation of the person that that Jay just kneed? Are they facing away from me or towards me?
They'd be facing towards you.
Towards me, okay. And are they still reeling from the hit, or did it just not take?
You can tell it wasn't. I mean, he expelled some breath suddenly, and that's about it.
That's about it. Okay. Is Jay clear of the line of sight?
You mean like to take a shot?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So it's going to be offhand because I've got the knife in this hand.
Okay.
So I'm going to offhand shoot in that direction.
Okay. So,
Is this more realistic?
go ahead and roll your ranged.
And is it going to be at a minus?
Yeah, it's going to be at a -1.
Okay.
All right. Nice.
And I tell him, dodge this as I shoot him.
So, the shot takes him in the shoulder, and you can see the exit of the energy.
Mhm.
And he's still fighting on with Jay.
Like, not phased at all.
He's bleeding. You can tell it hurt, but it's basically a through and through.
Okay. But is it like I tagged the Borg in the shoulder and they kind of moved with it and they're right back at what they're doing and no real... I can see that there's damage, but it didn't really do anything to their, it didn't ruin their day per se.
You can tell that he's having difficulty fighting back with that side, but he's still trying to fight back.
Okay. Trying to figure out if he's no-selling it or if he's just rolling with it like an action hero.
That's a good question. All right, so that's going to take us. The other one that got bowled over gets up. One that Jonathan threw gets up. And they're both going to run in the direction that they were leading you.
I changed the playlist to the We're Screwed playlist.
Ah, good. Good to have proper theme music.
You're gonna die. My friend Barry likes to joke that the best You're Gonna Die music ever is the moon music from DuckTales on the NES. Because that level is incredibly hard and the music's just like, ah, da, da, you're gonna die.
Yeah, that checks out. I never beat that level.
Yeah.
I never played the game.
It's got a great soundtrack.
It does.
Third, go ahead and give me an athletics roll.
Okay.
Strength.
He did.
I mean, I didn't fail. I didn't get his super high number.
There we go.
Okay. So the guy that you are grappling with, who just got shot, basically overbalances you and tackles you to the ground.
All right. So you shouldn't do that. You're very sensitive.
Out of curiosity, does he scream about anything about joining the Great Convalescence while he's doing it?
No.
Has anyone said anything other than the guy who's speaking in his mind?
No one else has said anything other than ow.
Oh, they have said ow.
Well,
That's actually relevant.
Oh.
Like I'm trying to determine the level of individual sentience that is left in these people right now.
I mean, it seems to me they're grunting and panting and stuff like a normal person would.
Yeah, do we have a Streets of Rage soundboard we can use for sound effects? Yeah. A couple different, tone shifts of getting punched in the gut.
They all sound like Minecraft people. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
They are not, I'll say, a hive mind or anything like that.
But I mean, I'm trying to determine that in character, but okay.
Well,
Just normal people with bad bone density and elastic skin.
I mean, I'm just gonna say it again, RoboCop.
so as they were walking you from where you were to here, remember they were all talking
Yeah, I
both
was having
to
trouble
you. Yeah, I mean,
determining what they're saying though. Like the first time I could legitimately understand them was just a bit ago, where the guy was comforting me.
yeah.
Kill them.
Working on it. Apparently, they're laser resistant.
Damn it! I knew it.
Yeah.
Um, right. Okay. Hank,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to make a mental save.
Well, I can save us some time.
I need you to attempt to make him. Oh,
I could have saved you that time. I mean, I've played enough role-playing games with you there. We could have saved that entire section right there, and you could have said, "This is what happens to you," because I already know.
Those of you who watched my Primus campaign would equate this to the okay, give me a will save moments.
Wait, do I become a dark god now?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Oh,
What
this is
happens
probably-
is your body convulses.
Oh,
You're-
great.
Your arm twitches.
Hey, knife's gone. Somebody watch where that lands.
It's at the forehead of the cultist. Too bad.
Oh,
Wait, it's my forehead because I'm laying on the ground.
that's even worse.
Have you seen that dart in the forehead video that's making the rounds? It's just like that.
No.
Now, you've got right hand is the knife, left hand
Those-
is the
God.
gun. So,
Yeah.
I'm going to say 1 is primary, 2 is off.
Okay. Oh, and you're rolling. Okay. Okay.
So it's the gun that goes flying.
Oh, the gun is the primary in this case.
No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. 1 is primary, 2 is offhand. Knife is in the primary. Gun
Okay.
is in the offhand. You are right. So it is the knife that goes flying.
Okay.
Okay. And the guy that was doing the fingers to the head thing is going to say, "Stop."
No.
Is this enough of an inclination for Jay to figure out what's going on yet? The only person who really saw that happening. Begging you, please. I'm dying. You're talking about skin disease.
I don't know.
Do I
So
make the connection of the throwing the knife away of not of my own accord and somebody telling me to stop?
sure, yeah. I mean, it's unnatural that your body would do that. Sure.
Okay.
That is going to take us back. No, that's going to take us to Jonathan.
Okay, so I'm still unaware of all of this because I'm laying on the ground.
Yes.
And I have just killed one guy. I'm sorry. Am I the only one who's killed anyone in this combat so far?
Yes. I've thrown people and shot one and then threw my weapon away because I thought that was a bad idea.
I am prone on the ground after a miserably failed escape attempt, which only succeeded at all because the GM was being nice. And I'm the one who's killed people. Okay, so
Turns out you didn't need us. We should have stayed hidden.
yeah, apparently. Sorry, guys. Sorry, my bad. You can head back. Take 5. Smoke if you got him.
Man, this false ham sandwich, I'm telling you.
It was ham sandwich. Why did you come? Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and just basically take the whole round this time and get up. And I want to do so in a way that does not provoke an oppie,
Okay.
if that's even available.
Okay.
So that's my action. Like if I could take a 5-foot step, I will, to better position myself next to Jay, but that's all I got.
Okay. So Jay is on the ground. He's been tackled.
You get what I'm thinking here, right? I want to get in position for that next round.
Makes sense. Okay. So
I told you, I think better when I'm playing WoW.
So that'll take us back.
Vito knows this. He actually subbed me one
Yeah.
year, just as a kindness. Like, here's your sub for WoW, so you can GM better. I'm like, oh, thanks. And I just wanted to give verbal gratitude for that.
So that's going to take us back to Jay.
Okay. All right. So, I mean, I think he probably would actually put two and two together now, because this is something that was like, hideously rare, so he wasn't really expecting this. But I mean, is it pretty clear that was some sort of psychic act right there?
I mean, if I'm not mistaken,
Because I don't know what he's. I mean, I know they existed. I don't know what he's experienced. Is the thing.
So, and I'm assuming you mean Hank's throwing the knife thing.
Yes.
Okay. It would make sense to assume that either he was trying to throw the knife unsuccessfully at something, or something unnatural provoked the throwing of the knife.
Right. I mean, because the way you described it, it kind of sounds like he almost had like a mini seizure and then went ugh, like that.
Not so much the seizure; it was just the.
Trying to think of the ballistic arc you would need to actually hit somebody by throwing the knife. Just about straight up.
Jason Statham does it all the time.
It's true. This is true. It's all part of the master plan.
So I mean, yeah, it is likely that it was caused by something.
Okay. All right. Hank, you feeling okay?
I think so.
All right.
Not sure what happened
He
with
says
the
he's
knife.
fine. There's nothing wrong here.
All right.
Maybe you should worry about the guy who's on you real quick,
Yes.
buddy.
Yes. So the guy on me, can I just like try something similar again? Can like, because he's on me, so like bring my knee around, kind of like throw him over my head, so he lands on his face above me. So I envision it. He's got me like pinned down like that on top of me.
Okay.
Just kind of like go ugh, and roll him off the top.
Okay. Basically the same maneuver that Jonathan had done before, but face to face instead of.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Give me an athletics.
Alrighty. Okay. 8.
Oh. Because my roll isn't working, somebody give me a physical save.
Okay.
Hold on.
And I suppose I can just.
There.
Oh.
Okay. So you successfully basically throw him off of you, but he rolls onto his back and is in a position to get to his feet.
Okay. Do I have enough time to get to my feet after that, or
You can
mine's
take
just-
him. Yeah, you can take a roll. A move action. Yes.
Yes. So that's what I could do.
Okay. You're back to your feet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hank.
Okay. I'm gonna switch the gun to my right hand, and then turn towards the person who said stop and shoot them in the head.
Okay. Roll it.
All right.
Wow.
Can it go through his eye, but he's otherwise unaffected by it?
Just doesn't notice.
Yeah, he's just like, he's still doing the thing. Completely blasé.
No, what I'm gonna do is, it's a solid enough hit. You basically take him right through the thorax.
Oh, gotta need that.
Apparently not.
Yeah, and he's gonna drop.
Down and give us 20.
You have disappointed your cult leader, sir.
Yes. Maximum effort.
So Limpy, who had gone over next to Finger Guy, he's going to make a run for it.
Yes,
Sorry,
sadly, I
love
was
these
never-
names.
I just want to make it very clear for our viewers that those two guys who already ran have already long since gotten away. We've been otherwise distracted.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I mean, I unless somebody has some radically different idea, we're not going after them. We're going the opposite direction.
No, no, no. I'm just saying we are officially on a ticking clock here.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
let that whole thing slide.
I mean, I suspect that they're not incredibly nearby. Otherwise, we would have been upset by reinforcements already. Although there are apparently a lot of people sitting there whispering loudly in the forest.
Oh yeah,
Happens.
you're up here now, so you guys can hear the whispers.
Maybe. I,
A little
may be a little
distracted by combat.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fair
I
enough.
don't
Fair
know.
enough.
We're
Um,
occupied.
Yeah, so that just leaves the guy that Jay just threw, who looks around and sees that all of his compatriots have run, and he's going to make a run for it as well.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Can I get a swing in before he gets out of range?
You would have to chase him a little ways, but
So
you
how much would I have to go into the flesh trees to do?
Think real hard about wanting to do that though.
Oh, you know what? You know what? No. How much of a turn does a readying a weapon take? Because I like
if you're pulling a weapon from your backpack, it takes your full turn. If you're pulling
It
a
should be
weapon
both.
from a holster, it's basically the equivalent of trying to think of the D&D term.
It's like a ready action, so
Wow. What are the different actions in D&D? I don't remember.
Full round action, half round action, partial action, and
Partial
whipping.
action.
okay.
I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna draw my gun, which is in my holster,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot at the bastard.
Okay. I'm going to give you a -1 because you're basically doing the quick shot.
Yeah, there it is. Roll 9 -1.
Okay.
Bam!
So he goes tumbling into the grove that they were approaching. And you hear the voices change from the, everything's fine, come this way, partake of our fruit,
Cool.
to screams, and amongst the screams you hear, "Oh my god, help me!"
Okay, so I have played System Shock 2. I know where this is going.
Uka chaka uka.
So I'm going to turn to my comrades. I will thank them more later. I'm just going to point in the direction of, you hear that?
Yeah, can we go now?
We turn around, we're already
then I'm
running
going
away.
to turn the other way as
Hey, you guys hearing this?
fast
Well,
as
just
I
go
am
on.
capable.
I'm
I
not
am-
going to make you roll on this. I'm just going to tell you, you hear the sound of many footsteps
Oh,
running
yeah.
towards
yeah.
you.
Oh, yeah.
Luckily, having worked all my life in an office space, I am fast and long-lasting.
Mhm.
While
I mean-
sprinting across open plains.
I was going to say, I actually probably am legitimately good at this. From my and actually Hank probably is too. He's probably got hella stamina. I am prepared to carry Jay if that is needed.
Actually, my stamina is not that bad. I'm just not, probably haven't done this a whole lot before.
I just realized I have a playlist called Go.
So,
This is-
all right,
what's
So
happening.
fast.
So what I want from everyone is an athletics check, Constitution.
All right.
Okay.
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 Just so I know before we start, I want to see about retrieving the knife if possible.
I
or
wouldn't even
feasible,
try.
depending.
I'm being completely honest. That's up to you.
And you wanted a Constitution roll and a what?
Just the con. It's basically your endurance to run.
Okay.
I got an 8. Or no, I didn't. I got a 9. Hey, geez,
I
dude.
know. I did
You
okay.
have some Constitution. What the hell, man? What were you doing in the spare time in the cloning laboratory?
Well, see, here's the thing. Before you get the cloning, you get the genetic manipulation.
Oh.
I'm the worst runner out of everyone. What are you talking about? Relatively speaking.
You get the khakis,
Wow.
then you get profit.
Wow.
You get the hell out of Dodge, is what I'm hearing.
So Hank, give me a perception to see if you can see where the knife landed.
Got it.
Look up and you catch it as
just perfectly, just enough time. Like, oh,
Wait, let's do a
Yeah.
luck roll to see if that happens. Okay. Yeah. Suck.
Okay.
yeah, I figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
You can't see where it landed.
All right, time to go. Oh wait, already gone.
At about this point, I notice a pinching pain in my leg, and I look down. There's this knife just sticking out of it.
The weirdest thing.
What the hell?
Actually, no, it'll be better. We wait about like 4 or 5 game sessions later, and just into some random conversation, it just falls out of the sky and tags somebody, some complete bystander, like miles away somehow.
You're the only kind person we've met in this whisk.
No!
Figures.
Damn it.
Oh, by the way, Crusader Kings 2 is currently free right now.
Yeah, something about that is bugged out from what I've seen. I don't know details.
So, yay! I'm gonna say that you guys get away.
Oh, thank God. I was actually like thinking of things we could do. Like there's the ditch, right? And I was thinking of ways we could like put briars in the ditch, or maybe get pieces of concrete to throw at them to uneven the terrain more, or getting up the cliff edge.
Or, hamstring someone next to you.
Yeah, just let Hank take the. No, I wouldn't do that.
We've gained infamy with this cult though, which is neat.
That is awesome. I'm sure they'll recognize us when we ever see them again.
Oh, the guys who wrestled for about 2 minutes before we just left.
Hey, if they're mentally connected, we're screwed.
That's true. That's true.
So, Would you like me to tell you about the grove of trees?
Hang on,
Yes.
let me switch to a really creepy playlist. Give me just a second.
This is the alternate ending.
Yes. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
this is the choose your own adventure. This is when you leave your finger in the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Do
What if I went and left?
Okay, go ahead, Guido.
Branches spread like elongated fingers, festooned with clumps of hair and translucent leaves of oversized nails. The trunk is studded with bowls of cancerous flesh and swollen tumors with fanged maws and long prehensile tongues that work in conjunction with the hideously lively branches. The trunk is red and raw, but the original faces of the hosts that were consumed in its creation are always visible somewhere on the tree.
Oh, it's basically like a plant gibbering mouther.
So what size trees are these?
Think large apple trees.
Okay, so you couldn't like cut them down and build a house out of them.
No.
Okay, just checking. No reason.
The trees grow large globular fruits of tender flesh and thin coppery ichors that are highly nutritious to humans. Their embedded nanoprocessors and moisture traps can allow for a single tree to grow up to 1 fruit per original victim per day. Each fruit provides the full daily full daily ration of water and food for a human, and the trees themselves can survive on tainted water and any organic mulch. Whenever a human draws close, the faces speak gentle invitations to eat of the fruit and whisper praise of the still lady's unchanging protection. The trees do not actually appear to be sentient, aside from the occasional fit of agonized pleading for help from the remaining shreds of the host's mind. And these desperate pleas never last long before the voices return to their murmured invitation.
So don't eat the fruit from the Soylent tree.
They're good for you.
No. I've seen the movie. They made with people.
So hang on. I was semi joking earlier when I said I was worried they were going to turn me into food.
No, that wasn't your fate. That was just the grove of trees you were about to walk through.
Oh, goody! I actually figured they were getting more food.
No.
Is purpose and everything there was. It apparently gets worse, ladies and gentlemen.
Spoiler?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm never going back to this place. That's for
Hell
damn
no.
sure.
So this was basically an outpost for the cult, and they had taken over a small settlement, and all of the settlers that fought back were turned into the trees.
That makes sense. Efficient usage.
So
Another settlement needs your help.
they were taking you to meet with the leader of the outpost to determine what use you would have to the cult.
Well, yeah, because I went willingly, so they don't need to tree me.
Exactly.
Well, I'm doing my part.
Of
Would you like
course,
to know
I'm
more?
really on board with the doing my part for the Grove initiative. Can I have a second to powwow with my buddies? Okay.
Yeah. We'll be right back. Yeah. We should be running now.
Oh my god. Wow. Okay, that's horrible.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad we didn't go down that road traveled.
As the Lich King, I formally disapprove. To make that clear.
Just gonna make it an official.
Yes. We gotta put my stamp right there.
Yeah. Down thumbs on that one.
Yep. Unacceptable.
So they exist in this setting.
Yay.
Hooray!
That's wonderful.
What part of the ecosystem do they work on?
This is already worse than Fallout. You were right.
Yeah.
Do you want to cut it there, or do you want to keep going?
You have another idea, Guido, for where we're going?
Well, it depends on what direction you decide to go.
I
Away.
suppose. Let's
A lot
decide,
away.
and then let's cut it. How's that sound?
Okay.
All right.
So, real quick, refresh me. Which direction were we heading in?
So they were taking you directly west,
Okay.
and
We have just fled east, is what I'm hearing there.
Well, 'cause
Why don't we
west
just
was
go back to those original settlements that we saw?
Well, I thought like the west was the one of the settlements we saw from the cliff.
I thought it was
Was-
too.
Oh
Actually,
no,
was
no.
the west.
You're right. You're right. So let's see. They were taking you south.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So new
Sorry.
direction. All right.
Yeah.
So,
So one of the settlements is basically directly north, and the other settlement is directly west.
okay. So when we get a moment, we are reasonably certain we've gotten away and they have stopped chasing us for act of God.
The encounter's been concluded.
I'm gonna stand there panting for just a moment. Actually, I'm gonna keep running for a few more minutes. Then, when I'm really, really, really sure, I'll be like, okay. First of all, I'm really, really, really grateful that you guys were help me out there. That was kind of freaky. I did not realize we were walking into Fleshtown. I was trying to reach out to a settlement.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. We'll be a little more cautious next time. For the reference, ham sandwich means help. Oh God, help.
Yeah, we were a little bit far back. We
Okay.
we heard hem.
Yeah, if you okay, let's we need to make it more easy to understand. How about something like
Please help. I don't want to be here anymore.
That one
letter-
works. Yeah, that's a good one.
yes. I mean, just
It's direct. It's to the point. There's no confusion.
Oh God, help!
That
yes.
also could. Yeah.
If you
that's
hear me
fine.
say, "Oh God," there's a pretty good chance that there's issues happening.
Well, I'm gonna change out the clip on the pistol.
Yeah, it's probably. Oh yeah, I'll do the same actually. Okay, so I still like. I mean, you haven't even slept, Hank.
I don't think I'll be sleeping anytime soon, though.
That's cool. I'm just saying you're having issues. Ready? I mean, no offense, dude. I don't think I've seen you run like that in your life. We need to take a breather. Our question remains: do we take a breather basically here, or do we try to tough it out? Hope that we find another settlement, and hope that this settlement is a place we can rest at and aren't going to be eaten by flesh trees.
Well,
Now, for the record, you don't know that they were flesh trees.
Oh, I'm sorry, whisper trees. I'll call them whisper trees.
well, since we came from Snakevine River to Whisper Trees, we may want to go west to the next settlement and try our luck there. Because I don't really want to. I don't know about staying out here in the wild.
Yeah.
For reference, west is going to be the farm. North is going to be the mines.
Okay.
Not that you know that they're mines, but
Well, it was the one with the impacts on the
Yeah.
ground.
Okay.
Well, the farm is my immediate choice in my head because that's relatively familiar ground. Farm. That's where I'm going to lean towards. I would know the lay of the land somewhat.
I suppose. Do we in character have, and we can check this right now, have any idea of like distance to either of these locations? Because we did see them, right? Like when we were up on the cliff. I mean, if they're in visual range, they've got to be within like what is it, 8 miles, or whatever the number is. Get off the top of my head.
Something like 14 to 18 or something.
yeah, it's for the distance that you walked, they're probably about equidistant, about 14 miles each.
Okay, so that's not an insignificant track. What I'm hearing. So well, once again, so in character, once again, I reiterate, that's going to be like a day's travel right there, either direction.
So if we do stay out here, we have got to set up watch
Yeah, exactly.
because there's no way we're gonna make it just crashing out on the ground.
Yeah, no kidding. I will
Actually,
go
to that
ahead.
point, what's the weather currently? Like
Question.
temperature and stuff like that.
Um,
All eyes.
it's a bit chilly.
Mhm.
Probably like low 50s.
Are there many
Some
clouds?
kind of springtime chili.
Yeah. You can smell rain in the air, but there is no rain.
Okay. Is there clouds? Cloud cover ahead.
Well, remember,
up
it is dark. It is nighttime.
Can we see the stars?
Actually, with the destruction in the orbit, will we ever be able to see the stars?
That's actually a really good question. Thought about that.
With the what?
Because you said the orbital, like outside of character in the game world, you said that like the orbital defense system just basically laid waste to anything that was even closely approaching. Would that cause enough debris in the sky to blot out the stars?
Yeah, you also actually separate from that mentioned a debris ring as well. So we might literally be surrounded by trash right now.
So there's not enough debris orbiting the planet to block the stars.
Mhm.
So it's not an issue of whether or not you can see stars. Stars are out, and because there's a lack of light pollution, the
Mhm.
stars are very visible.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you see clouds, the clouds do not look normal.
Okay.
They're not the normal like gray or white. They're odd colors.
No, if I'm remembering, you actually mentioned this before
Yeah.
too.
Paisley, if you
2 or
will.
3 sessions ago.
Plaid.
Yeah, oh god, that's
Whoa!
not good.
We're not going in that direction.
Yeah.
All
right.
So yeah, everything I'm hearing is we need to find some kind of shelter. Can we now seek? Is there a cave, even a small cave, some kind of outcropping in that cliff that we came down?
You're headed back towards the cliffs?
I am asking if, when we came down, did we see any outcropping in the cliff that would allow us to have some kind of shelter?
The likelihood of there being something that you could use from when you left on that walk, I would say would be fairly high. So, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Because I was gonna say, from my own mental map of this place, it's that or nothing.
Yeah.
It's that or open skies. So I'm gonna go ahead and in character. I remember seeing a couple outcroppings at the cliff. That's a few hours trek, or however far it actually is. And why don't we go there? I'll go ahead and take first watch. I'm kind of adrenaline pumping anyways. Still, Hank, you need some rest.
Okay.
So
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
yeah, you can get some sleep too, and we'll rotate it out. We'll do this. I actually have done this a few times before, so I can patient.
Okay.
But when we get there, so you're thinking we should go to the farm?
That's where I would think to go.
I think you should go to the farm as well.
Okay. I'm not going to disagree with the group. This is all in character. I'm not going to disagree with the group, but my only concern is that I think I've actually voiced this concern before. Food is going to be a valuable resource in a place like this, and so we need to be prepared for that place to be defended. There's a pretty good chance they will think, regardless of what we do, that we are raiders.
At least we aren't wearing togas.
We're not wearing
Yes.
togas, and they should know about those people because within range.
They were just waltzing out here, so
Yeah, exactly. So they should know about them. We could be like, no, we're not with the whisper people. They're calling them that. We're not with the whisper people.
the toga whisperers.
Yes, the Toga Whisperers. That's their new name. I was trying to think of something that starts with a K, but I failed. I was going to call them the Toga People K or TPK. Anyways, okay, so yeah, are we all committed? Get to cliff, get shelter, get a full round of rest for everyone,
And then make
and
our way
then
back
we
and
head to the farm.
and like if we approach the farm and it's heavily fortified, we can either engage with the guard or try something else.
Yeah, who knows? They might actually not try to send us into the whisper trees.
That'd be nice.
Damn it, I was just trying to reach out to someone because I figured, like society, people, that's kind of my thing,
Yeah.
walk people through things. And I'm just kind of like in character. I'm almost rambling because I'm still a little wigged out about what happened. I mean, the first people I reach out to, and they tried to send me into the psychic zone of mind controlling us.
Hey, it's okay. We'll treat your mental instability after this is all over.
Wonderful. I'm looking forward to being in your wonderful auspices.
Oh, not me. I'm not that kind of doctor.
Oh, thank God.
But I knew a few good ones.
The new person, he won't have any mental issues, right?
Mm-hmm.
Call him John 2. John Harder.
The sequel.
Okay. Also, just to make sure I get it on camera, I want to do a leadership role, I guess,
Okay.
to inspire my troops.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Charisma, right?
Yes.
Oop. 9.
I
Okay.
leave immediately.
No, wait. I hadn't started yet. Why were you holding your ears shut that whole time? I was talking to you.
Because you were whispering.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never speak at a whisper ever again. Which will be great for stealth checks.
Yes. Okay. As we're like sneaking up on someone, it's like we have to communicate. All right. I think if I come up from the rear.
You want me to shoot him now? Like right now?
Yes, shoot him now.
He doesn't suspect a thing.
Oh God, that's a good point.
Yeah.
We don't have food at the moment. We have like rations, I think. I'm not even sure if we actually have rations. I shouldn't say that.
We do. They're in the pack.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we do have rations that'll last us like a day, maybe. I've changed my mind, guys. We're definitely going to the farm.
Okay.
That's all I got, Guido.
Okay. Anybody else? Anything? All right.
Nope.
So it takes you a good hour to get back to the cliffs and find somewhere to bed down for the night, but you do find an outcropping that you
Starts pouring acid rain.
I'm not going to make you do a survivor roll.
I was actually waiting for that.
Tempting.
I'm ready.
I'm
ready.
There's, I mean, you guys have seen survival shows on the vidcast, as it were, so to take branches and whatnot and make enough of a shelter. Are you going to try and start a fire?
Oh, that is a good question.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
I'm going to caution that we don't.
I would
In
agree
character?
for visibility.
Yeah,
sake.
bingo. First of all, I've seen
It'll
I've
be
seen
cold.
Lord of the Rings. Second of all, but no, seriously, in character, my first thought is going to be like, guys, I know being warm would be awesome right now, but we don't know what's that way or that way. We do know what's that way.
We don't want to give away our position.
Yeah, we don't want to be visible right now.
Maximum grumbling.
I know. I rolled a 9 on my leadership to cover that grumbling. Damn it!
Where do I roll grumbling?
I inspire
Oh, here we go.
you to
Profession.
grumble.
Yes.
Flesh-eating cows. You know what? That would be one of the most minor things we've encountered so far. I'd be
In the grand
down.
scheme of things.
It'd still be tasty once we kill them.
I'm not going to take you to the Diablo level.
Oh,
Oh, it didn't save. Oh well.
All right.
Ugh.
But all right, so you do not start a fire, but you have your rations, which can be eaten cold. Just like an MRE,
actually-
they have the the little food heater, so if necessary, have warm food.
Oh yeah.
real quick question, Guido.
Mhm.
This is kind of a long-term question. How persnickety about supplies are you going to be in this campaign?
So eventually your rations are going to run out. One thing that is important in this setting, like radioactive food. So eventually it will be important.
Okay. So related to that, because this is something I was thinking in character anyways, and then I started thinking, oh yeah, survival mechanics. I'm gonna basically be rationing out my rations. Like I'm gonna be eating less than I should, is what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
I want to make these things stretch out as much as possible.
Okay.
So I will basically be hungry. I'll take the negative if I have to, but I want these things to last.
But you won't be glowing.
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't know about that yet. I'm just thinking long term. Anyways, I have in character, my character is thinking, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to get any other food of any kind whatsoever.
Right.
So this is something that needs to last for an unknown period of time. I'll mention this to you guys too. Like you can eat however much what you want, but just as a thought.
Thought about what?
Nothing. Do your meal.
It's cold.
I turn to Hank. Yeah, if it gets to worse.
I mean,
Really
well,
stringy.
I'm eating the chemical pack.
I don't think that's true, sir. Okay, but yeah, no, I just want that. In fact, I'll make a note if I have to. I'll make a note. Stretching out rations. Not that. I will take whatever negative that implies. Because I've played this war of mine. We'll use another example.
So along the same lines, as we're traveling, I'm going to be mindful of that and be on the lookout for edible things,
Okay.
which is going to be hard to do because we don't know what's changed in the amount of time we've been out of the game.
But of the three of us, you're easily the most qualified to do that.
Yeah.
Like, don't eat the green berries. Wait, no, those ones are okay now.
I'll offer to test it.
Yeah.
So
all right. So the next person, don't eat the green berries.
we knew.
Yeah.
Or no, I should say.
All right. So what I'll do, there's a mechanic for like hunting and gathering, basically.
Okay.
Once
I didn't find herbalism.
Once it comes to the point of actually going out and finding food, I'll be giving you a bonus to that, being that you have that history as a farmer.
Okay.
Now, Brendan actually brings up a good question. I was naturally assuming I had given all of the snake steaks to the cultists, but I realized I'm not sure if that's actually true or not.
Because they didn't take them.
Oh, they didn't take it. That's right.
No,
they never accepted it.
You offered the morsel, and they gave it back.
Now, we, of course, do not have a fire with which to cook them.
Yep.
I'm sure it's fine raw. How gamey could it be?
After you.
I believe the answer is all the gamey.
You know, I am not touching that at the moment. But
I wouldn't touch it even if it was cooked.
In fact, actually, I can't believe I don't have the snake steak. I'm gonna snake steaks. How many do you want to give me, Guido? Or like a pound thing, however you want to do it.
It would basically be measured out in rations. So, who all has the snake steaks?
I thought I had all of them, but I actually could only have one. Occurs to me, because I had the one for.
Well, when Jay butchered it, he got several. So it's just
true.
a matter of who is carrying their portion, or did they give them all to you?
I would assume I actually only have the one because it really is more of a diplomacy thing than anything. So I'll have.
So we would each have one.
You can also say you don't care as a GM and don't have to keep track of this. That's a totally valid answer.
I would say you each had 3.
Okay.